Hello, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. I have this super luxurious piece of memory foam or whatever it is here. It's like very firm but very soft all at the same time. Oh, it's nice. And it is, I would show it to you, but I can't even show it. It's so big on camera, but it's like that thick. And I bought this foam. I don't even remember where I got it or how. I just don't remember. I think at Joann Fabrics, like so many years ago. And I used it to stuff the seats on one sofa I had. And then that sofa finally left. And I got a new sofa. And I used it to stuff the seats on that one. And then that one's gone. And it wouldn't fit in my mid-century sofa. So it's been sitting in my basement. And I thought today's a great day to try to use this because I thought we could talk a little bit about how to play the game Croquet. And somebody in the community recently, I asked, what do you want me to do a video on? And they said basically learning and teaching any kind of sport. And so croquet popped into my head mostly because I know it's out of season. It's not, at least here right now when I'm filming this, it's December before Christmas. And where I am, it's too cold to play croquet. But I think it makes a great Christmas gift. So that's why I wanted, like, if you have really for any age, I think it's like, okay, might be better than pickleball. So I'm not an expert in croquet, but for some reason growing up in Detroit, we played it all the time in our backyard. And I don't know if I don't think it wasn't a Detroit thing. It was my family thing, I'm pretty sure. Because my grandma, who was Southern and didn't live in Detroit, she loved croquet. And we'd play croquet there too. So anyway, I hope that's how you spell it, croquet. I mean, it's gotta be right. Anyway, so I thought I would use this foam as our lawn. And technically, a croquet field, or whatever you want to call it, is supposed to be 50 feet by 100 feet. But our backyard was just sort of a random size yard, and it was mostly flat. It was Michigan, but there was a little bit of hill and a little bit of unevenness. But as long as everybody's playing the same, thing, it's fine. So you don't have to worry about that too much if you're not playing like professional croquet, which I assume you're not. But let's say your field's about like that. What you get when you order, like if you were to go online and order a croquet set, they will give you, I think it's probably 6 balls. And the balls are heavy. They almost feel like, I don't know what they're made out of, but they're like clunky heavy. They're about yay big, about that big. And then you get 6 mallets. And the mallets look about like that. They're kind of two-sided, and they are wood. And there's a little rubber ring on the sides. So you'll get 6 mallets, I think, 6 balls, 2 stakes. And the stakes, I'll show you what you do with those. Hopefully we're going to make props to go with this in just a minute. So you'll get 2 stakes. And wickets. You get 9 wickets. Yeah, 9. And I'll show you what that looks like too. All right. And that's all you need to play. 6 balls. And you don't even need that if you have 2 balls. 6 mallets. And this is just depends on how many people. Each person gets 1 mallet and 1 ball, each player. And then the stakes. Okay. Whoops. Sorry, I just knocked the camera. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So the stakes will go on the ends of your course. So you'll have a stake here and a stake here. And then you have 9 wickets. So you put a wicket, and a wicket, a wicket. So there are wickets which are just metal, like C-shaped metal that you put in the ground, and the ball will go through it. So you put 2 by the stakes, and then there's 1 here, 1 in the middle of the field, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. And so you take your mallet and your ball, and you're going to hit it through the wickets. I'll show you. Let's do this. Let's see how we can do with our props. Now, this video is what is called ASMR, which means I'm not in a giant rush to explain this to you. There are other videos that really do a better job of explaining croquet. But we're just going to have fun. Okay, so this is metal. I wish I had white metal, but I don't. Because I think ours were always white. But a wicket is kind of like that. It's like a little C shape. And then it's going to go into the grass. I may have to move my light. So we need to make 9 of these. Okay. This is just, if you want to make your own play set at home. This is 20 gauge wire I use all the time in my work. It's catching some reason here. So we'll get, oh, it's squeaking. Sorry about that. Doesn't usually do that. I don't know why it's getting stuck right now. It's kind of odd. I'll unspool it. Like this. Okay, here we go. And then we'll get one here. And we'll get one here. And unspool it a little bit more. We'll try to make them all the same size. What are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right. So these are our wickets. Let me move our light off of here. We need more playing field just in case. Okay. What we need to make, let's make the, I'm not sure. We have to make the stakes, and we need 2 of them. This might work better, actually. I think I got these little dowels. I have so much like oddball stuff around my house from projects, and I can't remember anymore what the projects were, but that's okay. A lot of times they were things with my kids, you know. Okay. And then for the balls, I thought I'd use these marbles. So we'll just try to find a marble, so each color, although we only need to really do a few, we won't do a whole bunch. Okay. Aren't these marbles pretty? Look, that one's like a green and a white with that. And this one's got blue with white on it. And this one's like, I don't know, it's like green. What is that? There's a hole in it. Oh my gosh. That's dangerous. Anyway, okay. So we have an orange, a green, and a blue. That'll work. And then if we use this for our stake, the way the stake works, it wouldn't have a puffy thing on it. But what it has is different colors that go down. And I don't remember anymore what the order of the colors are, but it has like stripes of color. There's green, and here's blue. Boy, they're going to look a lot alike, aren't they? Put a little more blue so we can see it. Okay. And we'll go there. Oh my gosh. This isn't going as smoothly as I'd hoped. Okay, and then we'll do orange. Orange. Okay, so your steak has colors like that. Usually it'll have 6 colors that coincide with the 6 colored balls. But we're just going to do 3 because I don't feel like doing all 6. So, hold on, let's see. Okay, so the steak will go in the grass, and you go in the order. You pick your ball and your mallet, and it doesn't really matter. But you go in the order of the color from top to bottom. So that's how you know who goes first. Okay, so you have your steak there. Let's see how we can do it. I guess this will have to be the middle. I'm looking at the camera. Okay. And then you put a wicket and another wicket. Now, I don't know if there's a rule for how far apart the wickets go. I feel like what it is my brother, when he was 15, it's 2 of his feet. I think that's how far it is from here. And then maybe 2 of his feet between these. So you have to ask my brother to come over to your house, I think. Okay, and then you do one here. And then one goes in the center here. Oops. Let me see. And it lines up with the ones in the middle. Not that that's really all that important, but it does. And then one here. And then, I know you guys can't really see this, but, and then another here. And then we need another post. And this one would also have the colors on it, but it doesn't matter. Okay, poke it into our thing. Can you see it at all? Oh, shoot, I don't think you can. And then one here. And then one here. Okay. All right, so these are the wickets. And then the mallet is normally a wood piece, and then it kind of screws on the wood head. And then the wood has the color that goes with it. So you pick up your mallet and your ball. So this is Orange's mallet. And Orange's ball. And then, oh shucks, hold on. I haven't even gotten to telling you how to play yet. Okay, and then this will be, hopefully this will fit in here. Oh, shoot. Nope, hold on. so easy when I did that one before. I was like, oh yeah, that'll work. I couldn't think of anything to use for a mallet. I had a hard time. Oh, shucks. All right, we're just going to use Orange's mallet because this is becoming... Okay, so let's pretend like Orange goes first. So he puts his ball between the stake and the wickets. And you can hit with this side, or with the flat. You can hit any way you want. And it kind of makes a difference on if you hit with the end with the rubber, you can hit it really far. And then sometimes, I don't know. But I'm going to hit it this way because I don't have enough space. Oh, sorry. A deer just walked outside my window. I saw a deer walk by. I wasn't sure what it was. Oh, okay. So I didn't do a very good hit there. And if the ball is... This just made me think of a rule I don't remember. But if you get it like partway through the wicket, but not all the way through, it doesn't count. Now, in our family, if it was more than like 50% through and everybody agreed, then we'd sometimes say, okay, that counts. And so if you get it through a wicket, then you get another hit. So we'll pretend like this one, everybody said that's far enough through. So then you get to go. Oh no, it's stuck again. This is going to be hard. So now because it's there, it's the next person's turn. So you look and say, okay, green goes next. And then he'd take his and hit it. This is not going to work. Okay, I can't remember what happens. I think if he hits you through, that counts. You're good to go. And then, excuse me, my throat made a noise. If he hits your ball, he gets another chance to go. Technically, you get 2 more turns. So you can either hit it with that ball, and that would count as 1, or you can put it a mallet's length away from that ball and then go. Or you can put your foot on your ball and whack it and send them. And that's like a strategy thing that I'll show you later. But let's say he just says, okay, I'm just going to hit it through this. So he goes, boom, 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 stop, stop, stop. Okay, so now he's way over here. Is he off screen? I'll put him on screen. I can't tell. All right, so where you need to go is you need to go through these 2. This would be 1, 2. And then you have to head over to 3. And then head over to 4. Head over to 5. Go this way. That's better. To 6 and 7. And then come back through those. So they'll be like 8 and 9, really. And then you come over here. And we'll just call this. You go this way. And then you come back out of these. But we'll call this one 8. And then you go back to the middle for 9. And this one for 10. And then through these 2, and you hit this. You have to go blink. And that's when you win if you're the first one to go through all these. And you have to go in order. So if you go through this wicket, you have to be going in this direction. And you have to go this direction. And then when you come back, you go the opposite direction through this wicket. So you go through these 2, and then you have to move it over here and go through there. And they'd be further apart. This is way too close. And then through the middle. Oops. And then through this one. And then you go through these 2, and you have to hit that pole. And then you come back, and you go through that one, and through this one, and through this one, and then through here, and then hit that pole. Every time you go through a wicket, you get 1 more turn. So if you go through a wicket, now you got 1 more turn to try to get it here. And then you're stopped. And then the next turn, you can hit it through the wicket, and then you get 1 more turn. And then you go to, let's pretend like we got it right here. And then you're stopped. And then you get 1 more turn. And then you go through the wicket, so you get 1 more. And now you've lined it up, so hopefully you can hit it right into that. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes. That was good. Was it on camera? I can't tell if you guys can see it. Okay. And then we hit it out of there. Went too far, so you'll have to back it up because you have to go through this wicket going the right direction, right? Okay. So every time you go through a wicket, you get one turn. If you hit your opponent's ball, then you get, technically, I guess what you get is 2 turns, because you get 1 turn where you could, if they're touching, you step on your ball and you hit this one and you send them. That worked really well. Look, I'll show you. So if he happens to be about to go through this wicket and you're like, oh, no, you don't, you knock him. So now you can put your foot on your ball and go and send him so he's not near this anymore. And you go, ha, ha, and then you go through and you get to go again. Or if you run into somebody's ball, you can put it, okay, let's say we ran into it right there. And I'm trying to go through this wicket in this direction, okay? So then I can put it 1 mallet length away and then take my turn. Oh, shoot. That wasn't good. Okay, and then take my turn. Oh, shoot. Okay, here we go. And then take my turn. Yeah. Or you can have them both together and you can just use your turn to hit it. And that's one, I guess that's it. This part I'm having trouble. And then you can use your turn to hit it, plus you get 1 more. Yeah. So basically getting away from that ball is 1 turn. So you can either go a mallet away, you can send them, or you can just kind of hit them both at the same time. I mean, you hit yours, but so that's, yeah. And then every time you go through here, you get a turn. But yeah, so the goal is to go through them all in order. And you have to go through these 2 and hit the pole and then come back through them. And then go over here and go through that one and go through that one and go through that one. Whoops. And then go through that one and hit the pole and be the first person to do that. You can, if you want. I don't think we ever played teams, but you can. I'm looking for a different color. Have 2 teams of 2, and then both members of the team have to do the whole thing and get in. So this guy could be completely finished, and you're waiting on this guy. So you can play teams like that, or you could do 2 teams of 3, or you could do 3 teams of 2. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Am I missing anything? The best move, though, is when somebody's lined up and you come up and you go, bye. So that's just basic backyard croquet. So yeah, you go in order of the colors on the stake. And everybody gets a turn to line. So if green finishes first, the other guys all get a turn at it before the game's over. You know what I'm saying? So that it doesn't really matter whether you go first. And the problem with going first is then you're out here when these guys come along and they can hit you and use you to get extra turns. So sometimes it's not beneficial unless you're really good. I don't know, guys. I think that was not very good explaining, but oh well. So we have our wickets, we have our stakes, and our mallets, and some balls. And if I find a croquet set that looks okay, I'll put it on the Amazon shop. You can buy it for somebody for Christmas. I think it's a cool gift. But they're not all made the same. Some croquet kits, or not kits, but sets are better than others. So hopefully they make it pretty good. I don't know. I can't think of what else. Maybe that's it.